What is the best manner of decomp? What is the best manner of disposing of human remains? What do you have planned for your dead body once you're no longer using it? So there are a couple of different choices, and I'd actually like to help you choose the best choice and option for you. There are such things as traditional burial, green burial, interment, mushroom burial, alkaline hydrolysis, cremation, human composting, and a whole bunch more. The first one that we're going to discuss is typical burial. It's very typical, it's the most common choice. That would be when you're embalmed, placed into a casket or sarcophagus, then interred into a liner or a vault inside the ground. It is a difference between the liner and the vault. The liner is more to keep the structure somewhat together, where the vault does a better job of keeping the structure sound, keep things from trying to penetrate into the casket. However, they do drain, which allows a lot of human and embalming fluid juices to leak into the environment, which is just, it's not good. It's a lot of poison, a lot of trash into the ground. Worst option possible. The next option is a green burial, which is very eco-friendly. You just can't be embalmed. You can be placed inside a shroud or a natural fiber casket like seaweed grass or hemp. Those will break down over time in the ground. Those are actually very common. An interment can either be eco-friendly, no embalming fluid, or an interment can be where you are fully embalmed, and those are typically like the pyramid we have near our personal cemetery here in town. Big chunks of cement. It's a waste of fluid, a waste of materials. The next one would be cremation, which is another common, typical, normal type of funeral rites. A lot of religions use cremation as well, just like they do with burial. Cremations, on the other hand, most of your body is skin, organs, and fat, and all of that burns up. The only thing actually left behind is going to be bones, the box that you were placed into, and the clothes and whatever trinkets were placed in with you. Everything else just gets burned up. So when they're raking out the embalm or the crematory, they tend to not get all of the ash. So you're getting ash that's mostly yours, but some other people. But mainly all of your ash all together is just gonna be a cardboard box. They do take the bones and they grind it up, and you get bone dust once they grind everything together. But initially it's just bone and cardboard dust. So it's not eco-friendly. It also has to have the kiln raised to 1600 degrees Fahrenheit. That's a lot of gas. That's a lot of electricity. Not to mention all of the carbon dioxide and all of the fumes released into the air when you run the crematory. And it gets ran several times a day, so that's how much pollution several times a day, wasting how much money and how much natural gas. Not eco-friendly at all. Human composting, on the other hand, is very eco-friendly. Human composting is either a metal or wood container, cylinder. Sometimes they almost look like deep freezes. And the body is placed inside. It's been washed out, cleaned out, and there's no residue left. You're placed inside. It's like a humidor chamber. Once the natural dirt and food process and other things that you would use from composting is placed in with the body. It increases the temperature, everything kind of turns around in there, and you're turned into compost and everything's hunky-dory fine. It's the most eco-friendly. It actually costs less to monitor those and to work those than one cremation. So my personal belief is the human composting, but then there's also a nice choice of the alkaline hydrosis, which is a lot of water and a little bit of hydrogen, potassium, potassium hydroxide with the pressurized heated water, which still costs a bit and isn't completely eco-friendly, but it's still a very clean choice. The water can be used on non-food perishable crops. So as a person that is obsessed with death and dying and finding the good death of life for all, I suggest giving some research to different types of burials before you come to the age where you actually have to worry. And we'll have new ways by then anyways. We're always finding new ways, cleaner ways, greener ways to take care of our deceased and loved ones. So again, my personal choice is the human composting or the liquid alkaline hydrolysis. That's another good one. But please do your homework, research, and we'll discuss more on any questions you have. Thank you for watching and have a great day.